Good day, everybody. Welcome to another series with Ron. We are now on series 18, and we have another group of questions from our lovely members, and we're going to have Ron do his best, of course, to answer. So, Ron, how are you doing today?
I think I'm doing good. Not the best, but I'm fully functioning. That's the most important thing. So, ready to go on this. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good experience
Most excellent. All
for
right. Well,
me. Anyway.
it's Jim and Trina Mouse helping out today with Ron, which we love spending time. And we have our very first question from a member. And it says, Ron, are the benevolent ETs and spiritual contacts all around us here on Earth currently, but we can't see or interact with due to their existing in higher frequencies?
That's an I see. That's an interesting question. They are always around us. We are never alone. And if we didn't have a veil of forgetfulness over our eyes, for the third dimension experience, we could see everything. We could see all of them. Now, we have the third dimensional experience that we're going through. Our heart does not have a third dimension experience per se, as in our heart has access to everything in the Akashic record. What is the Akashic record? The Akashic record is a record of every thought, idea, concept, event, everything that happens to humanity, to mankind, and perhaps the others as well. I haven't had a chance to see it myself. But each person has an Akashic record for the numbers of different times that they've been on the earth. And you take that Akashic record and you accumulate that for everybody that's on the earth or that has been, not just the earth. That was a poor way of saying that. But there's a cumulative Akashic record for everything. And your heart has access to that. And we think that we're smarter than our heart. But the reality is, if we start using our mind less and our heart more, then we will be closer to the truth and for the purposes for which we came to the earth at this time. Now, let's understand, we came to this earth for an experience. Now, we believe, most people believe, that this is all there is. A lot of people don't have a clue about anything else. And it's okay. It's the way it's supposed to be. It is up to the individual to open up to the realities of the higher vibrational states of being and understanding, which is, it's always inviting to us to do that. And yet we are conditioned not to believe in those kinds of things from the cabal's way of conditioning us with organized religions and that sort of thing. I'm not saying that organized religion is bad. I think it has its purpose. And there are those who use that purpose to come into a greater understanding of who they are. Jesus came to the earth and anchored the covenant of love. Love thy neighbor, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, might, mind, and strength. And the second is like unto it, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. This was different than the law of Moses, which the earth was working on prior to that time. And the law of Moses had to be fulfilled, so that the law of Moses was the law for the children who didn't understand and had to learn how to grow up. And in growing up, they get a chance to be adults. But the law of Moses was always just a law of performances and ordinances to point you in the right direction. And so when Jesus came to the earth, it's the new covenant. It was the second testament. It was the New Testament, What does testament mean? Is testament testimony, or an event that takes place that gives you greater understanding? And Yeshua, Jesus, fulfilled the law of Moses. And I'm on a little bit of a tangent here, but it hopefully it'll come back to what we're trying to discuss. But Yeshua anchored not only the covenant of love, but the Christ consciousness. The Christ consciousness is the pure love of our Father, of Jesus, those who in the higher realms. Jesus, I think I can say this, told me that his love quotient was as high as he could possibly go and still stay in third dimension. It gets so high that it's very difficult for him and very not painful, but uncomfortable to lower your vibrations so that you can perform things and do things in third dimension. Okay. That means then that we are basically here on our own conceptually. We are in separation consciousness. What is separation? That means that we're separated from God. That's why we have duality. Duality is a left and a right, up and down, and that sort of thing. Always has an opposite. There's always opposite to it. Well, the opposition here is that we have the cabal that's having all kinds of fun and exciting things happening for them to us, which is not really exciting and invigorating for us. It was to hold us back and stop us from being who we are. So it's up to us on an individual basis. Okay, let me put it this way. If you were to be contacted by an angel, there's got to be a purpose for that intervention into third dimension. There has to be a purpose for it. And they don't do it unless you ask. And keep that in mind. Ask and ye shall receive. They have to have permission to come and visit you. If you don't give them permission, they can't do it. It's against the universal laws. That's crossing dominions, and they won't do it. Why won't they do it? Well, because it's crossing dominions, and that's not something that they do. So if an angel comes and talks to you, it's because you've given some permission or asked for it. It may be that your higher self has a reason for allowing it to take place, and you might not have full comprehension of that, but there has to be something given to the angels before they can intervene or cross into your life. Now, if you want that to happen to you, then start asking. Ask and it shall be given. And they will work out the timing and everything that's necessary, if indeed that is what you want. Now, if you ask and you don't follow up with ideas about that, as in like I ask and now I'm focusing on an angelic part of the angelic realms to come and visit me. Oh, it's not going to happen to me because I'm not worthy of that sort. Well, that just canceled your asking. Ask with the intent that it's going to happen. It's going to take place. And focus on the reality of it being true for you and coming true for you. Being an example of the truth for you. It's up to you because there's no laws against us asking and them responding. It's just, is it part of our purpose for being in third dimension? And that's why I say your higher self has control of that, because your higher self is responsible for you and what you're going through, and to get you to the right place at the right time for the right experiences to take place so that your purpose for being on this earth can be fulfilled. That's the important thing. There is a purpose for you here. now those who listen to Loved One Society and have that feeling in that burningness in their hearts, that's you receiving your calling, and your accepting of that calling is what you focus on, and that's what takes place for you. So is it because of higher frequencies? No. If there's a reason for it, then they'll take that opportunity to contact you. So I hope that gives a little bit better. Let's get away from our third dimensional thinking and understand that third dimension is a contrived reality that does not exist beyond third dimension. When you die, you're not in third dimension anymore, unless you want to stay there. And some people do. And some people go to the lower parts of the fourth dimension and hang out there, and that's where the bad guys go. So there's reasons for everything, but the most important thing for us to understand is that third dimension has a limited value to us, but it is extreme value. And so we come down here for that purpose. And then and if we ask for the additional help that we need, then we'll see what happens. I hope that helps.
Well, that's an awesome answer to get us started, and we will be right back with the next question.
Okay.